everyone, welcome back to our channel. So in this C playlist we are going to see about now for loops. So that is loops. So in the previous video we have seen about conditional statement, right? Hope you understood, and I hope you all solved some problems based on that conditional statements. So now we are going to understand about the for loops in C. Okay, so first, basically what is mean by loops. For loop is a types of loops only. So first we are going to see about loops in C. Okay, loops means, see, I just want to print the allow 5 times. Okay, I want to print the allow word 5 times. Okay, so what I will do, I just give the printing statement 5 times, right? So now my compiler will run this program and it will print 5 times hello world, right? So it is 5, so I can write 5 times printing statement. So what if I should want to print 1000 times hello world? I cannot write 1000 times, right? So that's why we are using loops. For using the repeated code, using the same code repeatedly, we are going to use loops. Okay, until the condition gets break, we are going to use that part of code repeatedly and reduce our line of code, and we will make a program shorter. Okay, so for writing a block of code repeatedly, we are going to use loops. Okay, to run that block of code repeatedly, we are going to use this loops in C. Okay, so we have 3 types in loop, that is for loop, while loop and do while loop. Okay, so that is for loops, while loop and do while loop. Okay, so we will now see about this for loops. Okay, so what are the basic difference between these means, we will use for loops for known condition. Okay, known condition we will use this for loop. That means we will know that this much time this code should be executed, we will give the condition. So for the known condition we will use for loops. For unknown condition we will just use while loop. Okay, if I don't know when the stop should when the code should be stopped or when the loop should be terminated, I don't know, means we will use while loop. Okay, do while means first it will execute the code, then it will check. First it will execute, then it will check the condition. Okay, so this is the 3 types of loops and the difference between them. Okay, so we are using loops for repeated set of code to run in our program. Okay, it makes our code cleaner and neater in the shortest way. Okay, see, loops in C programming, right? So basically what is mean by loop, a loop is a control structure that allows a block of code to execute repeatedly as long as a given condition is true, right? I have said, right? Until the condition gets fails, the loop run repeatedly, right? So instead of writing the so many codes many times, we use loops. Okay, so in real time examples means we are counting numbers, right? 1 2 3 4 5, so up to 20 means we will just give 20 in the condition, then it will count up to 20, right? So for displaying a menu again and again, we just use this loop to print it again and again. Okay, so just see why do we need loops, right? See, without loops we will just write to print 3 times of follow, we just write 3 printf, right? So we will see this loop syntax, okay? With using of for, we will just complete in 3 lines only, even if it is 100 times or 200 times, okay? So next we are going to see about for loop in C, okay? So now we are going to see about for loops. So basically, what is the syntax for loop means? Syntax, so we are going to write for, then initialization, condition, and then increment or decrement, okay? Then curly braces, right? Then here we need to write block of code, okay? The code that should be execute repeatedly. So we are going to write block of code, okay? So this is our syntax for loop, okay? So here initialization means, initialization we know, right? Int I, char a, like this we are going to initialize, okay? Like I equal to 0, the starting value of the for loop, right? Here we are going to give like this in the initialization, okay? Then condition. In this condition we just write where should our this initialization variable gets end, that means our for loop will terminate. So here I am writing my I should be less than 9, okay? So what it will run? It will run from 0, that means the starting value from I and goes up to this 9 condition, right? Then the third part is, see, this is initialization and this is condition, and the next part is increment or decrement, right? So here we have starting point and we have ending point, right? So after that we need to increment the I, right? We want to add +1, right? +1 or anything that is based on the condition. So I want to increment this I, upgrade this I to, if it is starting from 0 and I just want to upgrade it to 1, right? So here I am giving the increment, that is I++, or it may be I minus, like that, okay? We can give like this also, I equal to I minus 1, like this also, okay? So if you doesn't understand this condition, okay, it's okay, while solving problems you will understood, okay? So how this for loop will execute, right? So first the initialization will run once only. It will just first initialize the variable, that is whatever value you have given. I have given I equal to 0, right? It will run one time only, assigning this value 0, okay? Then the condition will be checked if our given condition is matching or not, right? Then after this condition is true, it enter inside this block of code, right? It entered in this block of code and it will do whatever the task it inside this block of code. Again it goes to this statement, right? So basically we have, I'm just taking it that I equal to 0 and next we want to give condition, right? So my I should be up to 5, it should be less than 5, and I'm giving I++, right? Then inside I'm just going to printf hello, okay? So what will happen here, right? So first my I will start from I equal to 0, right? Then this will execute only one time, right? Then it will check what is the value of I, 0, right? So it will check 0 is less than 5 or not. Yeah, it is right. Then it will goes inside this block of code. And what is here the statement? Printf, right? Printf we have allow. So first it will print allow one time, right? Then this block of line is completed. Then again it will go the third step, that is increment. Now our I will become 1, right? Now our I will become 1. Here it will check 1 less than 5 or not. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this block of code, and again it will printf allow, right? Then again one allow will be printed, right? Then again after this block of code completed, it will goes to this condition, right? Again I increment, I plus 1 will be happen, right? I plus 1 will be happen. Now our I will be 2, right? Then it will check 2 less than 5. Yeah, it is true. Then it will enter in this block of code. It will just run this block of code. Here what we have, printf allow, right? Then again it will print allow, right? Then the block of code completed. Then the I increment will be happen, I plus 1. Now our I will be 3, right? It will check 3 less than 5 or not. Yeah, it is true, right? Then it will again goes to this block of code and it will run. Then again allow will be printed, right? Then again I plus 1 will run, right? So now our I will be 4, right? So 4 less than 5. Yeah, it is true. Then again it will enter in this block of code, and now again the allow will be printed, right? So next, after this completion of code, again the I increment will be happen. Now the I become 5. So it will check the condition, 5 less than 5 or not. No, it is false, right? Then here itself the loop will be terminated, right? Because this condition is false. So here itself the for loop will terminate, right? So if we give here equal to means this condition will true, but we are not given here equal to. We just say less than 5. That means it will stop at 4 itself. Okay, it will not reach as 5. So this first initialization will run one time at the first execute of this for loop, right? Then it will check the condition. If it is true, it will goes inside this statement, right? Then again this increment will happen. So first the initialization step, then second, then this is third, and then this is fourth, right? And again this is fifth. Again it will check, after increment it will check this condition only, and again this is 6th and 7th, and again condition is 8th. After the first step is completed, it will again execute. The condition gets again execute, and it will check every time until the loop gets terminated. It will check. Okay, so first step is initialization. It will run one time only. Then it will check condition, and then it will goes inside the block of code, right? After completion of this block of code, the I get increment, that is the variable get incremented, and again it will go back to the second step and it will check the condition, and again it will perform this block of code, right? again until the condition get fail, the loop will be executed. Okay. So now we will see one example. Okay, in for loop we will just see about printing the number from 1 to 5, okay, or 1 to 10. Next we will solve some scenario based problems in for loop. Okay, so now we are going to print the numbers from 0 to 10, okay, or maybe 0 to 5. Okay, 0 to 5 means we want 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for that we are going to have for loop. Okay, so here what we are going to get for, right? For first what we want to do, we want to initialize one variable, right? I am initializing int and I am starting from I equal to, what is our range? Our range is 0 to 5, right? So we should start from our I from 0, right? So then what we want to do, we just want to give condition when the loops get terminate, right? So I am just giving I should be less than 5, right? So our termination point is 5. We want to print up to 5 only, right? So I am giving 5. Okay. See here our question, we also want to print 5 also. So we just want to give here equal to, right? Then we should increment or decrement I, right? So I am here incrementing. Okay, then our block of code. In this code what we are going to print, we just want to print 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So here how we are going to print this? See, understood. Our I is going to every number, right? So first it is 0 and it is incrementing, and then it is again checking the condition, again it is incrementing. So we are just going to print our I, right? For printing the integer, what we want to give the format specifier D, right? Then comma. Here what is our variable that is changing every increment looping, that is I, right? Our I is changing after every increment. First our I is 0 and then the increment will happen and our I will be 1 and again increment and again 2, again increment, again 3, right? So first we will just run this. Okay, I am going to give here a space. See, I have printed 0 to 5, right? So what is happening here? So first what we have initialized, we initialize I equal to 0, right? I equal to 0 we initialized. Then it will next move to this condition, right? It will check I less than or equal to 5. What is our I? Our I is 0, right? Then it will check I is less than or equal to 5 or not. It is true, right? 0 is less than 5. It is true. Then it will straightly go inside this code after the condition gets true. Now what we have inside this code? We have one printf. In that printf we are printing the variable I. Now what we have in variable I? 0 we have in variable I, right? Now this line has executed, right? Then it will go back to this line and again this step will execute, right? Now I increment means I plus 1, right? So I plus 1. Now the I is 0. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1, right? Now the I will become 1 and the condition will be checked. 1 is less than or equal to 5. Yeah, it is true. Then again it goes to the block of code and now what we have in inside block of code printf, right? What we are printing I. What we have in I, we have 1 in I, right? So first we have 0 in it and we printed it, and now we have 1 in it and we printed it, right? So again the increment will happen. Now the I value is 1, right? So 1 plus 1 we will have 2. Then the now I value become 2, right? Then it will check 2 less than or equal to 5 or not. Yeah, it is true, right? Then it will goes inside the block of code, and now what we have in I, we have 2 in I, right? Then after this completion of code, it will goes to this step and it will increment the I. Now the I is 2, 2 plus 1 we have 3, right? So now our I will be 3. It will check 3 less than or equal to 5. Yeah, it is true, right? Then it will goes inside this block of code, it will print 3, right? Then again this step will be executed. Now I will increment 3 plus 1, we will have 4, right? Now in our variable I, we will have 4, right? Then it will check 4 less than or equal to 5. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this block of code, it will print 4, right? Then again this step will be executed. Now the I is 4, 4 plus 1 equal to 5, right? Now we have 5 in I. Then it will check 5 less than or equal to 5. Yeah, it is true. Here we have equal to, not only less than, here we have equal to. So this condition will be true, and here it will print 5, okay? Then again it will come to this step and it will increment the I. 5 plus 1 equal to 6. Then we have 6 in I, right? 6 less than or equal to 5? No, it is false. Then when this condition gets false, the loop terminates and this will be our output, right? Hope you understood this. What if we want 10 numbers? We just want to print up to 10. We just write here 10, right? So it will print 0 to 10, right? Hope you understood this. So next, see, what if I have written here greater than 1, right? Print whenever my I gets greater than 1. So what it will run? This loop will run infinity times, because see, when my I starting 0, say okay, I am starting from 1 and I am telling my I, if my I is greater than 0, just print. So my I will start from 1, right? My I will start from 1. It will check 1 greater than 0. Yeah, it is true. It will just goes to this line and it will print 1. Again it goes. Now the I will be 2, right? 2 greater than 0. Yeah, it is correct. 2 will be printed. Then again I increment 3. 3 also greater than 0. So up to infinity times the loop will be run, right? So there is no ending point. See, if I run this, see, my loop is running infinity time. It is not stopping itself. So when we are giving the condition, we should give clearly, okay? The terminate point should be mentioned correctly. If we mention wrong, the loop must be run infinity time and it may cause error, okay? So while giving the condition, you should be very careful, okay? The terminate point should be clearly given, okay? So next, what we have, my question is, print the number from 0 to 5. But it should break when it gets 3. Okay, so my output will be 0, 1, 2. When the I value is 3, just break the loop. Okay, just break the loop. So our range is 0 to 5 only. There is no condition. Okay, just we will keep like this only. We will change this I to 0. Okay, so we are just going to print it from 0 to 5, but they have given one condition, right? It should be break when it gets 3. So we have learned one keyword, that is break, right? That is break. So what this break will do? It will break the loop when it reaches the condition, right? It will break the code when the condition gets true. So here what is our condition? We are going to use if else. Okay, last we have learned about conditional statement, right? So in if what I want to get, see in our question, if but it should break when it gets 3. Whenever I gets 3 means whenever I is equal to 3, we are just going to break the loop, right? So we just need to write here break. Okay, so we are just going to write here break to break this loop. See, now what will here happen? First, our I will be initialized with 0, right? So then it will check 0 less than equal to 5 or not. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this condition. It will check our I is equal to 3 or not. Our I is 0, right? It is equal to 3 or not. It will check. No, it is false. Then it won't enter in this block of code. Then it will goes to here and print 0, right? Then again the increment will happen. Now our I will become 1, right? Now check. 1 less than equal to 5? Yeah. Here it will see 1 equal to 3. No, it is false. Then now 1 will be printed. Then again I will be incremented to 2 will be checked. 2 less than equal to 5? Yeah, correct. Then it will goes here and check 2 equal to 3. No, it is false. Then it will print 2 here, right? Then the I will be incremented 3, right? Then it will goes to this line and see 3 equal to 3 or not. Yeah, it is true. Then this line will execute. Here when the compiler see break, it will break the code and terminate the loop immediately, and there is no 3 will be printed and there is no code will be run hereafter, right? So we will just run this code. See, we have 0, 1, 2, right? When it reaches the 3, it breaks the condition. Okay, what if I want to print 3 also and then break it? Nothing, just write this print statement in the top of this if condition. So when it reaches 3, it printed 3 and then break it. Okay, so 4 will not be printed. See, okay, the 3 is printed, but after 3 it does not print anything. Okay, hope you understood this. So now we will see some problems in for loops. Okay, now we are going to solve some questions in for loop. Okay, so the first scenario is classroom attendance. Okay, so what is your situation means? A teacher wants to call out roll numbers of students from 1 to n to mark attendance, right? So what is our task? What our program should be do means our number start from the roll number 1. That is, we should initialization, right? Our initialization should be start from 1, print each roll number up to n. Okay, we should just print the roll numbers up to the n times. Okay, so increase by 1 each time. We want to increment 1 each time of the loop. Okay, so our task is to write a C program using a for loop to print roll numbers, right? So we have one sample input, that is if we give 5, our loop should be print up to this input, right? So if I given 3 means it should be start from 1 and it should be print up to 3, right? So we need to get user input and we just need to display the output using for loop, right? So in the previous video we have solved this type of program, right, to printing the numbers from 0 to 5. So the same model. So now we are going to print roll numbers, right? So first, what in our input we have sample input that we need to get from the user input, right? So for user input I'm getting int n, then using scanf I'm just getting the input. So everyone knows, right, how to get the input from the user. Then what I want to going to use to print the roll numbers, we are going to use for. The first thing is initialization, right? So int, our question they have mentioned we should start from the roll number 1, right? So our initialization should start from I equal to 1, right? Then our I should be less than, see, it is our output is ended with the input, right? So our condition should be I is less than or equal to n, right? Then I should be incremented by 1 each time. Then inside this we are going to print the roll number, that is our I, right? Okay, so here what will happen if user input has given 4, that is I want the roll number up to 4. So first what here will have the I equal to 1, right? Initially it is I. Then it will check our 1 is less than or equal to, our n is what? 4, right? We have given that is 4. Then it is true, right? 1 is less than 4. Then it is enter in this line and just it will print 1, right? Then it will goes to this third step and I will be now 2, right? Now I will be 2 and it will check 2 less than or equal to 4. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this and it will print 2 in it, right? Then again the third step we execute. Now I will become 3. We have a 3 in I. It will check 3 less than or equal to 4. Yeah, it is true. It will goes inside this code and it will just print 3. Okay. Then the third condition execute. 4 will be now the I. It will check 4 less than or equal to 4. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside and print 4, right? Then again it goes to increment. Now the I will be 5. Our I will be 5. It will check 5 less than or equal to 4. Now it is false. Then the for loop get terminate and it will out of the code. Okay. So now here we will have this output in our terminal. Okay, so we will just run this. So here I am giving 20 and we have 20 roll numbers. Okay, if you want this in another line means just give here /n. Okay, Then we want to just run this. I'm giving 20. See, and this printed up to 20 number, starting from 1 and printing up to 20. Okay. So this is our program to print the student's roll number from the 1 to n natural number. We have got the n from user and we just printed up to that. Okay. Hope you understood this program. We will move on to next program. Okay. So next scenario is daily salary calculation. Okay. So our situation is a worker earns 400 per day, right? The company wants to calculate the total salary for n working days, right? So what our program should do means repeat addition for n days, add 400 each days, right? So our task is to write a program to calculate total salary using a for loop. So if the input is given 3, right? So what it has to 3 times it should add 400, right? Then the output will be 1200. Okay, you understood the question? Okay, pause the video and try it yourself to solve this code. So thank you for watching me. Subscribe for more videos. Okay, so now I'm going to write the code for this. So I'm going to create a new file, loops problem 2. Okay, stdio.h, then int main, then return 0. So what is our task? Salary calculation, right? So what we have, a worker earns 400 per day. A company wants to calculate the total salary for n working days. So we need to get the user input, that is n days, right? So I'm going to get days. Then in scanf we are going to get how many days a worker has worked, right? So then we are going to add in it and we are going to display the total. So first I am going to initialize one variable, that is salary. Okay, starting I am initializing this as 0. Okay, first my salary is 0. Okay, then I am using for loop. So int, they are given n times, right? So I am starting I equal to 0 and our I less than days, right? So then incrementing the I. Then what I am going to do, salary equal to salary plus 400. See, per day 400 means 3 days we need to calculate, right? And I'm just going to print it. See here what will happen if I give the days as 3. Okay, first my salary is initially 0. Now it comes to for loop, right? Now I is 0. My I is 0 and my I is, it should be less than 3. My I is now 0. It is less than 3. So So it is true, right? Then it will goes inside this line. Now it will calculate. What is our, in the salary variable we are storing salary plus 400. So we have 0 in salary. Then we are adding it 400 for the first time. Now we have 400 in salary, right? So now we have 400 in salary. Then the line completed, it will go this. Then the I will be incremented to I plus 1, that is it is increment to 2, right? Sorry, 1. Now the I is 0, it will increment to 1. Then I will be 1. 1 less than 3, it is true. Then it will goes inside this line. Now we have 400 in our salary. So again we will add 400 to it, right? So now we have 800 in our salary, right? So now we have 800 in our salary for 2 days, right? For 0 and 1, right? Then again the I will be incremented to 2 because current value is 1. 1 plus 1, in I we will have 2, right? Then it will check 2 less than 3. Yeah, it is true. Then again it will goes inside this line and it will add it, right? So now we have 800 in salary plus 400, then equal to 1200, right? Then now in our salary we have 1200. Then the I increment to 3, right? Then it will check 3 less than 3, this condition is false. Then the loop will be terminated. Now the loop is terminated and it will goes to the next line of the code, right? Here we are printing salary. Now what we have in salary, we have 1200 in our salary. Okay, so we will just run this. See, I am giving, wait, well, see, I am giving 3, right? We have 1200 salary for 3 days. Okay. So this is our code for calculating salary for n days. Okay, hope you understood this problem. Try it yourself with more examples. Hope you understood this. So we will move on to next problem. Okay. So now we are going to see the third problem in for loop. So what is our situation means? There is one library that receives a new book and we should assign number starting from 201 for the next n books. So they itself given our starting point is 201, right? Then we should add 1 to it for the every iteration up to the n books, right? So what should our program do means it should start printing from 201 up to the n times the new book arrivals. Understood? So task is to write a program to display book numbers using a for loop. See, they are given one sample input, that is 4. So first our initial value is 201, right? So by adding 1 to it, we will get 202. And by adding 1 to it, we will get 203. And by adding 1 to it, we will get 204, right? So up to n times, we will add 1 to it, right? So stop the video and try it yourself. So now I'm going to write the program. So this is our book number program, right? So first I'm getting the n books. comma sign symbol M, right? So for printing the book numbers, I'm just going to taking the initial value as 201 and our I should less than 201 plus N, right? Then our I will be incremented every time. So now we are just going to print it. Percentage D, then I. I'm leaving a space. So first we will run this, then I will explain you. So if I am giving a 3, it will give 201, 202, 203. Okay. So wait, let me clear this. So again I am running this program. So now I am given a 4. So 201, 202, 203, 204. Right? So what is happening here means first I will give the n value as 3. Right? Then it will goes on this line. So first the I will be 201, right? Then it will check I is less than 201 plus n. What is our n value? 3, right? Then our condition would be like I should be less than 204, right? Then what is our I value now? Our I value is 201. 201 is less than 204, right? Then the condition gets true. It goes inside this printing statement and it will just print the I value. What is our I value now? Our I value is 201, right? Then it will goes to the step and the I will be incremented to 202, right? So 201 plus 1 means you will get 202, right? So now our I will be 202. It will say 202 less than 204. Yeah, it is true. It goes inside the condition and it will just print the I value, that is 202. Understood? Then again it will increment. Now the I value is 202. So plus 1 we will get 203. Right? So now our I will be 3. So it will check 203 less than 204. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this block of code and it will just print that 203. Understood? Then again it will be incremented. So now our I value is 203 plus 1, it will become 204, right? So here the I will be 204. So it will check 204 less than or 204. So it is false. The for loop will be terminated and in our screen we will see 201, 202, 203. Understood? So I will run it again. So now I am giving 5. So it will print up to 205, right? So we have 201, 202, 203, 204, 205. Understood? Hope you understood this question. So this is our solution for the library book number. So try it yourself and find more different way to solve this, okay? So now we are going to move the next question. So in this question our scenario is reverse countdown. So our situation is again start with the countdown from n to 1 before beginning. So if our input is 5, we just want to print in the reverse order. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They should not be 0 because they are set it should be up to 1. Right? So what our program should do means it should be start from n. That is our initial value to start from n and by each iteration it should be decreased by 1. That means we will decrement I every time of the iteration. Okay. Then the for loop should be stopped at when the I become 1. So our task is to write a C program using a for loop to print the counter. So we have one sample input and output. So if we given 5 as sample input, so our output should be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? So stop the video and try it yourself. Now I'm going to write the code for this program. So I'm creating new file. Problem 4. So just write the syntax of the C. Include std.io.h int main, then return 0. Right? So our problem is reverse count. Right? So first, what we want to get the n from the user input, right? So I'm using scanf for the user input percentage d ampersand symbol n. Then we are going to use for loop for printing it in reverse order, right? So I'm taking for int, the I should be start from n. It is reverse order, right? So it should be start from n and our I should be greater than 0 because it should stop until 1, right? So we are writing a greater than 0. Then our I should be increment after each iteration. Then inside it, we are going to just print our I, right? So first we will just run this. So I have given 5 here. See, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So what is happening here? First in scanf, I will just give 4 here, right? So here it will come to this for loop and first the I will be our n, right? Our n value is 4. So it will check 4 greater than 0 or not. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this line and it will just print the I value, that is 4. Then the third step will be executed and it will decrement the I value, right? So I equal to I minus 1 means our I will be 4 minus 1 equal to 3, right? So our I will become 3. So it will check 3 greater than 0 or not. Yeah, it is true. It will go inside this code and it will just print 3 here. Then again it will decrement the I. Now the I will be 3 minus 1, that is 2. So I become 2. It will check 2 greater than equal to 0. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this condition and it will just print the 2 in the output, right? So then again the decrement will be happen. Now the I is 2 and 2 minus 1 we will get 1, right? So our I value is 1. So it will check I greater than 0 or not. Yeah, it is true. It will goes inside the statement and it will print 1 here. Then again the decrement process will happen. Now the I value is 1. 1 minus 1 we will get 0, right? So our I value is 0. So here it will check 0 greater than 0. Now that is not true. It is false. So the loop will be terminate there itself and the output we will see 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So we'll just run this. Here I have given here 4. We have got 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So what if I want 0 also? Nothing. We are just going to write here equal to, and in this case it will compare 0 greater than or equal to 0, then this condition will be true and then 0 will be printed. I don't want 0 means I just give the condition the I should be greater than 0. Okay, so now I will just run this. I am giving 10 here. See 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. What if I want that in next line? One number after another number. So I'm giving a slash. So here I'm giving 20. So we have 20, 19, 18, 17 up to 1. Right? So hope you understood this problem. So this is the reverse countdown problem solution. Try it by your own. If you have any doubt, let me see in the comments. So now we are going to move on to the next question. So our scenario is student marks total. So what is the situation means? A teacher enters marks of n students and wants to find the total marks scored. So what is our program should do means it read the n marks. So we will just first give the n as an input. We will take from the user input. So that many times the mark should be entered. Okay. Then we want to total it. We should add the mark and then we should print the total of the mark. Right? So our task is to write a C program using a for loop to calculate the total marks. So we have a sample input and output. So first the sample input as 3, we are given 3. And using the for loop, you will get 3 times input. Right? First time we will get this 50, second time we will get 60, third time we will get this 70. Right? So based on the n, that much time we will get the marks from the user. Then we are going to sum it. So 50 plus 60, 110, 110 plus 70, you will get 180, right? So this is we are going to do this in problem. So pause this video and try it yourself. So now we will see code for this problem, okay? So now I'm creating one file, problem4.c, problem 5, some C syntax, int main, times 0, right? So here our task is to calculate the total marks, right? Total marks of n marks, enter. So first we want to take the how many marks there will be, right? So first I'm taking n and using scanner I'm going to get those marks. Then I'm inserting one total variable for calculating the total marks at the beginning of the for loop so that we can use it inside the for loop. So I'm going to take for int. I should start from 0 and I less than n and I plus plus. So inside it, I'm inserting one variable that is mark. I'm going to get the mark from the input. And I'm going to add it in total. Total plus mark. Then at last, I'm going to close. Right? So first we will just run this. Yeah, I have given 3 here. So 20, 30, which is 50, plus 20, you will now get 70. Understood? So let me tell you how this is running. So first we will give n as 3, right? So initially our total value will be 0. Then it will enter into this for loop. First our I will be the initial state, that is 0, and it is 0 is less than our, what is our n value? 3, right? So this condition will become true. Then it will enter inside this block of code. So every iteration, this 3 line will be executed, right? So when the condition gets true, every time when the condition gets true, this iteration will be executed in this for loop. So every time one mark variable will be created and we will getting the input for that mark variable. Every iteration it will be created and we will get the mark from the user input. Understood? So here it will true and we will get our first mark, that is 20. So for in total we have 0, right? So 0 plus 20, now in total we have 20. So now we have 20 in our total, right? Then after this line completion, it will increment the I value. Now the I value become I plus 1 equal to I is 0, then plus 1 equal to 1, right? So now our I is become 1. It takes 1 less than 3, it is true. Then again one mark variable will be created and we will take an input for that. So now I am giving, first I have given 20. So for the second mark I am going to get 30. So in total we already have 20. So now our mark input is 30, right? So totally we have 50 in our total, right? So again the I will be incremented. Now the I is 1, 1 plus 1. Our I will be changed to 2. So it will check 2 less than 3 or not. Yeah, it is true. Then it will goes inside this block of code. Again the mark variable is created and it will ask for input. So now I am giving 40. So already we have 50 in our total and now I have given 40 for mark, right? So if we add, that means we will get 90. So now in our total it will store 90 in it, right? Then again this step will be executed. Now the I is 2, right? 2 plus 1, it will become 3. Now the I is 3, it will check 3 less than 3, the condition get false, the loop will be terminated. So finally this line will execute. So in our total we have a 90, right? So it will print 90 here. So we will run the program with this example. So I'm giving first 3, then 20, then 30, and then 40. See, I have got 90, right? So for the better understanding, I'm just write here total mark is, okay, so I'll just run this. So 3, 20, 30, 40. So our total mark is 90. We have got it right. So we understood. So this is our solution for the total marks of n mark entered, right? So thank you for listening. Please subscribe for more video. Thank you for watching continuously and